had his share and Eve had her share. Now, what is happening in today's Uganda? It seems what Adam got, Eve also got. Because women also have to wake up every day. And I want to thank all ladies, single mothers that wake up, those that are married that wake up, those that are single and toil. Because it was through the soil you toil and get what to eat. Well, many go to school with hope that one day I'll graduate and get a job and wake up to toil. Many during their graduation ceremonies we hear statements like, go and be job creators, not job seekers. Unfortunately, many end up spending many years job hunting. This morning I have two interesting young lads, and these are from Makerere University Business School, MUBS. Now these ones, when they entered university, they said we won't wait for that message, but we shall start up our own company while at university. And join me welcome members from, that is Tuza Company Limited. Now, what this does, we'll get to know later. But I'm humbled to have Grant Nzabarinda, if I pronounce it very well, who happens to be team leader and CEO at Tuza Manufacturers Limited. You're most welcome, Grant.
Thank you very much.
And then on my extreme end, I have the director of the same company, who is Nelson Nuwahereza. Right pronunciation, I guess.
Yes.
Welcome to the show, and thank you so much for being with us this morning.
Thank you so much.
Now, to begin with, first I must say I'm impressed, because it's not very common finding people at university saying, we can't have such an idea. It is a time to think all is going to be good as soon as I finish what I'm doing. But I'll begin with Nelson. First, when you talk about Tuza as a company, give us a background. How did you come up with this idea? You enter campus. I don't see any blood relationship. And I'm told it's a team of about 7 people. Some are from other universities. So how did you come up with this idea, and what drove you to this?
Yeah, thank you, presenter. Once again, as you said, I'm Nelson Nuwahereza Mwesije. I'm currently a second-year student from Makerere University Business School, pursuing Bachelor of Commerce. I am a co-founder of Tuza Manufacturers Limited. From the way we started, we met a group of young vision students who had a passionate about entrepreneurship from different campuses. So we came together and we sought on what can we do after campus. Then we started making research, we started innovating, because there is something that schools teach, and there are other things that we have to learn outside campus. So we started making crafted natural beverages and detergents. Under detergents, we produced liquid soaps. But we found out that liquid soaps are produced by many people. So we looked on the ways, how can we be different from those people produce liquid soaps. There we added a mosquito repellent and liquid soaps. Then we went to producing hand washes, dishwashes. We again added shower jellies, shampoo, jigs. Then after, we found out that there was a lot of competition on producing those stuffs. So we went ahead to make beverages, whereby we made beverages in different flavors. For example, we produced a sippy in mango flavor and hibiscus flavor. So that's how we went through our journey.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
You thought about what may come ahead of you, and you made this. But then, Grant, how easy was this? Because all these required monies, your first-year students, and you may not have been so much connected. So how easy was it to start? It makes it seem, we sat, we agreed, and we said, let's do this. But how easy was it?
Thank you so much. About the easiness, I wouldn't say that it was easy, because I believe that everything to start and become successful, you must be willing to sacrifice and be able and be ready to take up whatever comes your way. Yeah, so, but the most important thing is when you believe in yourself, you believe that you can, and you have passion, especially when you want to impact society positively, then you be like, I have to do whatever is possible. Yes, so we can't say that it wasn't easy. It has been a process, and it has been a journey, and we have been able to reach where we have reached.
Okay, well, rightly said, it is a journey, and you've been able to reach. But what, away from saying we have the products, you see, why I'm having you today, this is to inspire other students out there. That's not all about saying life will begin the day I graduate, I have my documents, I can present them, then I go look for a job. Starting a business, however small it is a hard thing, even for people who, we may think people every day talk about, I need side income, I need side income, I need to do something. But many don't do that. So what, Nelson, can you look at what has been your niche in ensuring that you're moving, you're starting businesses in Uganda? Many don't live to celebrate their first birthday.
Oh, wow. This is a brilliant question.
Those pillars, yeah.
Yeah, this is a brilliant question. As young youth, we found out that there are so many problems, there are so many challenges facing the youth, and most youth are getting spoiled because of unemployment. Recently, we are seeing issues of drugs, issues of safety. So those are challenges, and the problem, and there is a lot of unemployment among the youth. So as we youth, we are like, how can we pray the God? How can we pray this? How can we create more jobs for our fellow youth so that we can come together through mindset change? So we came up making an interview with our fellow youth. Sometimes you find someone saying that, for me, I don't know what I'm going to do after campus, though I'm studying, but jobs are limited. But we came up to make our own idea, to group the youth, to skill the youth. Under that, we even do skilling. We teach the youth what can they do after campus. In case someone doesn't get a job, how can someone survive? Can you go to your parents' home? Can you do what? How can you survive after education? So that's how we started skilling them. We started training them. These liquid soaps we do, the detergents we do, and most of them are giving testimonies, because at least there is a big number at Makerere University Business School who have started seeing that thing and who are looking of the ways of surviving before campus.
One of the things I know with the youth is also despising certain opportunities or despising certain works. Most of when someone's at university, they all think of white-collar jobs. I'll be in an office, I'll be in AC, I'll be in this and that. And what you've talked about, looking at a humble start, of course the journey is still longer that you have to move, but how did you manage not to be swayed by this issue of undermining small beginnings and wanting mega things? Because I've seen many government programs come up and you see they have that mindset. how much do I get out of that? No, that's not for me. And we need something bigger. Yes.
Yeah, thank you so much once again. About maybe some youth despising some jobs, I think it plays most on the mindset. The mindset that most youth have out there, where they think we are going to study. If I've been studying procurement, meaning I have to be in office and sign papers and get money. I think that is, most of the youth have to be encouraged and taught on mindset change. For me, when I joined the campus, I wouldn't say that I joined to get a job. I joined to get knowledge on how I can develop my vision and my goals. So I think I encourage the youth out there to identify problems in a society, because that's where you earn from. Whenever you identify a problem in a society, then you go back and organize resources and you'll be able to solve that particular problem. I believe with that, you'll get to succeed in every aspect of your life.
Talking about succeeding, this also makes me wonder. You said you're a group of 7. You deal in home cleaning detergents. You also have some beverages now. And one thing that really is, how then do you manage balancing education? University is also demanding, and balancing business, moreover a jointly owned business. Yes, Nelson.
Well, about how we manage the two, we always have sessions at MOBS Incubation Entrepreneurship Center, whereby every Tuesday we always meet mentors to tell us about business, about how we are going to run our businesses, how we are going to do this and this. Then we always have our school schedules. So our lectures start in the morning, they end at 12. So mean that after 12, you have all that time to waste. You either waste it or manage your time well. So for us, after our lectures, during that time, that's when we go as a group. Then we start looking for ways how we are going to run our company. Then after evenings preps, we got our books, we read. Till morning, we do it like that and that continuously, consistently. Yeah.
You're from different campuses, apart from, I know that those from Makerere, and how do you do this? You talked about meeting, so because I really want to ensure that if there is anyone of your age at campus, men that are going to enter university, or even someone who is already in the working arena, one of the challenges is managing joint-owned enterprises. It's very tricky. Sometimes when profits come in, sometimes decision making. That's why you find that many people opt for shares, to buy shares, because they'll only wait at the end and they may not be in the running of this. So how have you managed to carry out this? And yes, so far so good, I may say.
Yeah, thank you once again. As any company or as any joint-owned business, and especially when it comes to us, the youth, where we don't know much of the documentations and what, I believe it's important when you're starting, you set values, your personal values, you set the company values, and you set the policies of which every member can follow. Yeah, so when you respect these policies, in terms of when you say there are some students or some team members who might not have the money, but they are capable of doing the work of producing results. So at the end, when you're trying to to give out the shares or to give the profits or to pay, you find some people want more than what others are getting. But as a company or as any business, I believe it's important to set values. You set even policies. You be like that person who has not brought in the money but has brought in the work. Then you see how to turn this into money. So that's how we have been managing it.
So you said rightly that your youth, and of course we know documentation, for many SMEs is not something that is very perfect. So do you have mutual understandings? Do you have written where people sign? How do you do that?
Yes, we are having written, written where people
written
sign.
Commitments.
Yes, yes.
Oh, very interesting. Very interesting. What have been some of your challenges, Nelson, for the year you've been around with this company since its inception? What have been those outstanding challenges?
Yeah, that is a good question, because as young youth entrepreneurs, we always have a lot of challenges, though many people may not see it. But we as a company, there are a lot of challenges we have. First of all, we have limited resources. For example, limited capital, whereby we set a monthly subscription of 10K as members in the company, whereby each member has to bring 10K, and we always use from our parents' pocket monies. Some of them, they have their hustling stuffs. Yeah. Then another challenge we have limited mentorship. We lack enough knowledge, people to tell us what is in the company. Most people tell you that a company is yet to start, but there are some people, there is something that we don't know. For example, my friend talked about assigning of shares. We all know that there are shares in the company, even MTN assigned shares, but we don't know how do they assign these shares, how do they budget for these shares. Yeah. Another challenge we have, cooperation, because some members are like, you see a member like on the team, he's not here, he's not conversant with the company, he's like, but this thing I'm going in, what if it doesn't go through and I'm wasting a lot of my time in this stuff? So you see that is a big challenge we are facing.
Yes, Grant, would you want to supplement, add something?
Yeah, about the challenges. First of all, I want to say that the world presents to us opportunities and challenges. But it's up to us to utilize, to seize these opportunities and overcome the challenges which we face. As any startup, any youth who is trying to start up, I believe it comes with a lot of challenges, fear to take risks. But fear to take risks, you don't have enough resources. But amidst the challenges, I also encourage us, don't fear to start where you are. Don't fear to start with what you have. Start, because ideas get better and you get better to understand your business as you work on it.
Well, like I told you earlier, I'm having very interesting youths here because these are at campus and they woke up in their first year, imagine, in their first year and said, we must start up something. And that is Tuza. It is a company known as Tuza Company Limited. What these people do is they deal in detergents, they deal in beverages, and of course, we're trying to look at their journey and what could have been some of the challenges to empower other youth. That is very possible. We are in a time where the scarcity of jobs globally, by the way, not only in Uganda, and levels of unemployment keep on growing. Every year, universities churn out a lot of graduates, and they're everywhere. But the challenge is, how do you absorb them? They are told, go and be job creators. Do they have the skills? Now, when I look at you people, how did you gain these skills? Because you are not scientists that today we cherish as we are talking. Not saying we do not cherish arts, feel comfortable. I did arts, and mass communication is arts, so don't take an offense in that. And I don't see any relationship with you know, people like, I would say maybe students who did food sciences, you know, they deal with drinks and all that. Maybe people who did something, the pharmacists or other, they will do with chemicals and all that. So how did you get this knowledge and say that of all businesses we could try, this is where we are going to? Yes, okay.
Okay, about the skills, I believe that we are in a world where, especially with the internet, and with people who are willing to mentor and teach, I believe when you want something, it's not a must to first study something at campus and then you get to know it or do it. So how we got to get these skills, I would say it was, at first it was through a try and fail. For example, you see Coca-Cola and you be like, I can also do this. And then you get to find ways of how to get the knowledge and the skills. For example, me personally, I would look for jobs in my Form 6 holidays. I get jobs in a certain production company. Basically not to work and get money, but to work and get the skills. So with that, when we joined campus, we also got ways of how to partner with the Uganda Industrial Research Institute, which has been a blessing to us in mentoring us in more of the knowledge in product development and value addition. And again, as a team, we have also seen the point of bringing members who are knowledgeable in such skills. For example, in our team, we have someone who is doing food sciences, we have someone who is doing marketing, we have someone who is doing procurement, and at the end, we bring all these skills together and we move on.
I love the fact that bring these skills all together. Well, I'll be going for a short break, and when I'm back, I'll be back with the young lads. We are still discussing that is not waiting for employment, but starting up your own venture, and of course, more so the elite, the land. He talked about internet, he talked about exposure, he talked about going to school not to get a job, but to get knowledge. I'll be right back.
Live from UBC Studios in Kampala, this is Good Morning Uganda Extra.
The Resol Agribusiness Show is here under the theme Revolutionizing Agriculture through Value Addition, Innovation and Technology, scheduled for 13th to 16th June 2023 at Ruhinga Stadium, Fort Portal Tourism City, with a free medical camp running throughout the show. Entrance is totally free. To sponsor, partner and participate, contact 0702 301 059 or 0773 458 492 or 0773 301 059.
This isn't just a girl. She is the future. This is a teacher, a doctor, a community leader, our future president.
Their support meant so much to me, and as a teenage girl, I stayed focused and was protected from child marriage and teenage pregnancy. I will support other girls against child marriage and teenage pregnancy.
Take action. Report any case of defilement or child marriage to the police or call Sawuti 116.
The Tales of Kasozi, brought to you by Uganda Communications Commission.
Hello? Hello? This is Kasozi. How can I help you?
Hey, Kasozi, my brother. Long time. We last met when we were at campus. It's been a while, but you are the person I'm looking for.
Campus? Really?
Hey, you don't remember me?
Okay, so how can I help you?
I'm stuck in Gulu making millions, and I need to urgently send money to my sick mother, but I can't find any mobile money agent near me. I've sent the money to your phone, as you can see the message. It might take a few minutes to come through, but I urgently need you to send the money to my mother. Let me send you her number, and you send it to her chap.
My friend, I'm afraid your mom is going to die.
What?
Because I don't know you, I never went to campus, and I'm also in Gulu. So can we meet at CPS, we talk about it?
Stay tuned for what Kasozi does next.
Tofera, refrain from unnecessary engagement with strangers over the phone. This message is powered by the Uganda Communications Commission.
Live from UBC Studios in Kampala. This is Good Morning Uganda Extra.
Welcome back from that break. It is still UBC TV. Good Morning Uganda Extra. I'm Robert Chirabo Nyonyitono, and with me I have Grant Nzabarinda, who happens to be team leader at Tuza Manufacturers Limited, and I also have Nelson Nuwahereza, who is that is the director of this company. Young men at MOOBS who chose in their first year to start up a company into manufacturing of beverages, but also home cleaning detergents, like they mentioned earlier. So we are looking at how best can we promote this innovation, and of course starting up as one of the ways of fighting unemployment in this country. Now, rightly, we've heard so much about the company. We want to now to look at how do we inspire other people. And one of the questions that I imagine are running through the minds of youth like you who are watching us is, what does it take to start a company? Yes?
Yes, thank you very much. What it takes to start a company or to start up any other business, I believe one of the things is determination. You need determination, and you don't also wait to have enough to start. It's like, for example, you want to start a salon, and maybe according to your business plan you have known that to start a salon you need 5 million, and then you want to wait to first get that 5 million, you might not get it and you might not start. So I believe to start you need determination, and you don't wait to have enough. You start with what you have. For example, even before we did the production, we started the production, we knew that a business needs social media platforms, and they are for free, and we created them. We knew that we needed the team, and we formed the team. We knew that we needed to understand the market. At a free cost, we went in the market. We did a feasibility study, we learned what people want, and we came up with something. So I believe to start something, let us not wait to first have enough, let us start with what we have.
Very interesting. You don't have to wait to have a lot of money. I know there could be some challenges, and rightly one of the areas I feel that government has tried to promote issues of youth, more so providing some funds. The Youth Livelihood Fund is there. When it comes to universities, I don't know if there's a specific fund for you people, but at least there is so much where you can tap into. So how would you like, if you had an opportunity as government, how they should have they should help you, what would be your plea?
Well, that is a good question. I wanted to first start with a quote. I read the quote says that, and you like a camel, whereby a camel can survive for 10 months without water in desert. So entrepreneurship is all about scarcity of time, money, all that stuff. And most entrepreneurs fear to start. So my question goes to the government. We always hear there is a lot of funding, there is a lot of what, but we lack ways how we can get that money. So as the youth, this question goes to the government. It should support us in terms of expansion of the company, because we aim at engaging more youth in this project, so that in case we finish campus, at least most youth can get where to start from. And this thing is going to inspire. After seeing we young youth, we started the company through in the campus, as people like students could, all of them, like they got excited. But after seeing a company expanding, these youth will get more inspired, because most youth have more startups, but they lack ways how they are going to break through. They end up leaving their startups and they go to look for jobs. Yet these big jobs are with our parents. So there is no way how your parent is going to give you hands of getting that job. First of all, experience. And of course, after campus, people needed experience of like 3 years, 4 years. How sure are you that you're going to get that job? So a government should put more emphasis on supporting the young youth startups, because most people will hear that there is money for the youth. But
the innovation fund.
All those funds, but we are not seeing it. We don't know where that money is going. Yeah.
Well, certain times you need also to do some bit of, but well, good. I hope someone is watching, and of course your plea will be answered. You have a bigger vision to have more people, but Grant.
Yes.
One of the fears is life after campus for such a company. Because right now you're all at campus. Right now one would say you have the time, like you've said. But what are you putting in place to safeguard this baby that maybe others, as he talked about expanding it? I look at that, I'm like, well, once you're out, one gets a job, the other gets a job, other responsibility. What happens?
Yeah, about how we are looking into that.
Sustainability.
When you're at campus, it's true, you have limited resources, you have limited money, and maybe if you're making profits, you're making little. And as my colleague, Mr. Nelson, said, the external and internal support from the government, from well-wishers, from investors, and so forth. What I can say is when we are at campus, most especially, we have to build the foundations, because even the government might not support you without at least having where you have reached. It's very hard, or anyone to support you having nothing. So we have managed to do the foundations, and now we are looking into getting access to these fundings for the government, because I believe the government has tried, just that some of the youth lack access or the right places to go and find these these resources. So one of the targets that we are aiming at is to also tap into those resources and expand. And another thing is to continue when, for example, after finishing campus, and then you tell your parent that you have managed to do this, I believe he can also get to support you in one way or another. You show him what you have done, and even my colleague and even other team leaders, we bring something on the table, and then I believe our parents can also support.
Well, we can take so much discussing the journey of these two young men and others in this company that have not been able to be with us here on set. But what is very critical is we are looking at innovation and also the will, the desire to say we can be job creators and not job seekers. They did it at first year. And of course, I hope you've benefited so much or been inspired by their story. But of course, I have to let you go, guys. But before I do that, Nelson, let me have your parting shot.
I thank UBC team for hosting us here. First of all, I take my greetings to my parents, Mr. Mwesije Gordon from Isinjiro. We come from Leka Center in Ndinzi. Another thing, I thank my former school, which helped me to build this vision in me. Mbara High School, both O-level and A-level, because I grew up in an educate club, which helped me to innovate. And I thank Makerere University Business School, headed by Mr. Barinya, who gave us an entrepreneurship incubation innovation center, which has helped us to build, to know how we can tackle out life after campus by providing us mentorship and giving us more knowledge outside campus.
Okay, yes, Grant.
Yeah, my last cutout, I want to send my shout-outs and regards to my family, the family of Mr. Nzabalinda Alex. It has supported me in many things. And all the institutions that I've passed through, that is Kigezi High School and Makerere University Business School, and most especially our team, whom we have left there. Our finance, Mr. Dennis, Fortunate, our production manager, and we have another lady from Chambogo, who is our secretary. She's called Faith. And to the rest of the team, we send shout outs to you and thank you for the good work.
Well, thank you so much for your time this morning. I pray and hope that this vision, this dream, the journey you've so far moved does not end, but every day new and bigger doors open. I want to wake up one day when we talk about big companies. Well, Tuza is one of them, and I can say, well, at least I was able to have a storyline with those people. I hope and pray that also many youths that have been watching and listening at least have now gotten something to learn and say, I'll start. The beginning may be hard, but I'll sail through, and God willing, with hard work, I'll make it. Have a lovely day. See you tomorrow, God willing, for God and my country.